Hey everyone, Keith Reno, Wintrust Mortgage.
Liz Tolentino, Keller Williams.
All right, Liz, another question for you.
Yep.
All right, so working with a buyer,
Yes.
have a buyer, they've written an offer, their offer is accepted. Now, can a seller accept another offer, maybe a higher offer from another buyer?
So the key there, Keith, is an accepted offer. So that
Okay.
means a fully executed purchase agreement, which is a contract, a fully executed counter offers that might have gone back and forth, and formal acceptance on the counter offers or on the offer, which means that they have a fully executed contract.
Okay.
And a seller would be breaching the contract if they tried to sell to another buyer, even if that other buyer's offer was better or offered more money.
Even $10,000 more.
Even $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 more. The only way really a seller can potentially get out of that contract that they signed with the buyer to sell that specific home would be if the buyer were to breach the contract. And you know, buyers can breach the contract by not performing within the specified timelines on the purchase agreement.
Give us an example, like what might not they perform on?
Well, for example, in most cases, a buyer should have their deposit into escrow within 48 hours of an accepted offer. And typically, if something like that doesn't happen, then a seller can do a notice to perform, which means that at that point, within 3 days of serving that notice to perform, the seller could potentially cancel on that buyer.
Gotcha. So there's a few benchmarks throughout the process where something like that, there's some action needs to be taken within a time frame that the
Yes.
buyer has to keep within.
Absolutely.
Cool.
And look, the point of having a fully executed purchase agreement or a contract between a buyer and a seller is so that both buyer and seller have the protection of the contract, and hopefully they're working with professionals like us that know the ins and outs of those contracts so that they can be protected.
I'm looking for the win-win.
Totally.
All right. Any questions? Reach out to you.
Yep. Any real estate questions, I'll be available all weekend. You can reach out to me at 661-904-8471.
Mortgage questions, I'm available, 818-521-8515.
Bye,
Thanks,
guys.
guys.